Hey there, Wicked Title folks. Cheryl here, your fearless title translator. As we wrap up 2025, I want to reflect a bit on where we've been. First, let's address the number one question I receive. Am I from Boston? Nope. But my Nana lived there when I was a kid. My favorite part about visiting her were the pigeons. But the name, it started out as a dare to myself. A few years ago, I was hunting for a personal domain, something authentically me, and the registrar coughed up Cheryl.wtf. I laughed, but moved on, still stuck in the corporate mindset of professionalism. But it struck a nerve. I realized that pretty much defined my entire career, taking people from what the to wicked transformations. I was the go to problem solver and miracle worker for businesses large and small all over the world. And each and every one of us has those I have no idea what the heck I'm doing moments in business. Not too long after the birth of Cheryl.wtf, the title world version clicked into place. The industry didn't need another vague webinar that told us what to do, but not how to do it. We didn't need another lawyer or tech developer. We needed a practical forum where operations, compliance, marketing, and tech actually connect in a way that is easy to understand. Read doesn't put us to sleep, and actionable. We needed a salve for the never ending march of WTF moments that is life as a title professional. So, where did this spark really come from? Well, my origin story isn't glamorous. As a teenager, I got dropped into a one woman title shop in Pennsylvania and handed multi part forms for a typewriter. Three policies later, I rebuilt the forms in Word, tripled output, and learned a permanent lesson. Better systems create scalable businesses. Fast forward, and I'm training staff, solving curative puzzles no one teaches, and building SOPs because go figure it out was the only manual available. Wasn't too long after that I was out on my own as a business consultant. 2+ decades of consulting later, I was still seeing the same pattern everywhere. Agents buried under rules, acronyms, and risk, but starved for clear, right sized guidance. Vendors publishing great educational content that no one could find. Associations doing vital regulatory work, but the day to day how to run a modern title agency kept falling through the cracks. Smart people isolated, reinventing wheels, losing time and margins to avoidable chaos. And tech gurus who couldn't stop speaking jargon long enough to understand their customers were too busy to think and just needed action and done for you solutions. I have always been a solution architect at heart. Ideas are cheap. Implementation is what creates change. And after 24 years of my time in the industry, no one else had stepped up to solve the problems that I am sure predated me. So, in October of 2022 at ALTA One, I stopped muttering about the gap in knowledge and launched Wicked Title Forum. No confetti cannon, just a little goat in a cape and a promise to make the complicated simple and the overwhelming manageable for working title pros. To be honest, I was terrified. Despite 20 plus years in and out of the industry, I had never moved at the national level of title insurance. And here I was showing up with gritty rainbow colored branding and a super title goat mascot I'd drawn myself. Would I be laughed out of the industry? I had to try. I was certain I wasn't the only one who needed something different. I didn't have a booth. I didn't have a budget. I'd spent everything I had for a plane ticket and entrance to the event. Over the course of 4 days, I handed out almost 400 business cards. And did I mention I'm an introvert with social anxiety? On day 4, two people said things that will stick with me forever. The first was a title agent I had not yet met. I introduced myself and handed her my card, a metallic rainbow colored indulgence featuring the super title goat flying over some houses. And she exploded in excitement, crying out, I got the goat! I got the goat! All my friends got the goat, and I didn't think I was going to get one. She made me believe I could actually do this, that I could be myself with all of my opinions and personality and expertise and bring something new and valuable to the industry that gave a teenage mom without a degree or hope a successful future all those years ago. The other encounter was with Bill Svoboda from Clothes Simple. He crossed my path once again and said, Wow, you are just everywhere. An hour later, we crossed paths one last time, oddly way off the beaten path for the final party. It was as if the universe were sending a message. He just smiled at me and shook his head. He knew it wasn't the last he'd seen of me or my plucky little goat, and I was glad. As we close out 2025 and the Wicked Title Forum's most successful year yet, I am making you a promise. 2026 will bring an unprecedented level of new content to the searchable knowledge base, along with improvements to the interface and searchability. I am doubling down on my goal of building the largest publicly available knowledge base for the title insurance industry, and I hope you're with me. For those who have been here since the very beginning, you have my gratitude for accepting me for who I am and seeing the potential of what I was building. To all those who have just joined us, welcome. I hope you find what you're looking for. I may not show my face very often, but I'm always here, just on the other side of your screen. I love hearing from you. Please feel free to hit reply to any email or comment at the bottom of any post anytime. Share your stories, ask your questions. I am building this for you. Stay wicked. This has been Cheryl with the Wicked Title Forum. Have a great end to your year and enjoy your holidays.